everybody, it is Wednesday, December 13th, and this is Lori Bradley here in St. Louis, Missouri, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm going to show you the Light the Sky bundle today. We are going to move past Christmas. If you are celebrating Hanukkah this week, happy Hanukkah to you. And if you're celebrating Christmas, I hope that you have plenty of your shopping done and you are ready for the holiday. So we're going to move past and we are going to go on to Happy New Year, celebrate birthdays. We'll move on to 4th of July. You can use this stamp set and bundle for just about anything, any celebratory event. So we're going to do 3 different cards today, and these are cards that were from my monthly card club, and so we just finished that this week. So if you haven't received your packet yet, act surprised, but I'm going to show you the cards that we made. So these are 3 of them. We're going to make those today, and then we had a 4th card where we used white ink and made a happy birthday card. This one came from was cased from Shelly Godby. We used her card, and then I did also make a sample. We did not make this card, but this one is, I made flowers out of the fireworks. So I want to show you first what came in everyone's card club packet, because each month for card club we have, there's a goodie bag. This month was a Wink of Stella, because you can't have sparkles without Wink of Stella. A package of Simply Elegant trim, which is gold and silver, and also a package of the More Dazzle 6x6 paper, which is growing on me. I'm starting to like it. So everybody got a package of that, and then they had their four cards, and everyone makes 2 of each. So today you're only making 3 cards for this class, but if you're in card club, then you actually get to make 8 cards. So let's get started. My camera is pretty far away on my table, so I'm having to stand today. But I'm going to start with the firework card. And it's going to look like this when we're done. And it's actually a super simple card. I've already run the die through the embossing machine, and I just need to punch out a couple of extra pieces. I take your pick tool, which is perfect for this. I think it's stuck. There we go. There we go. And we're using the gold More Dazzle paper, and it's going to make just a thin sparkle edge around the edge. So we're going to put the adhesive, regular old adhesive, on the back of the die cut piece. Couple of other pieces that I didn't poke out all the way, that I couldn't see from the front. All right, so I put that on the back of this piece, because if I put it directly on the gold shiny paper, I wouldn't be able to see where the holes were. And then we'd have glue sticking through, and our card would stick to everything. So we are going to put that down. And it's 1 die. It's a super simple 1 die. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold our card base, which is just a thick white half sheet folded in half, and put the adhesive on there. Get this piece put on. I should probably be doing my Christmas shopping today instead of thinking about New Year's, but anyway, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so we've got this part. Then I have the banner die that I cut from the Stylish Shapes die set, and I'm going to use Starry Sky ink. Starry Sky is a perfect night sky color for fireworks. So let's celebrate. All right, so we've got our Let's Celebrate, and then I took the gold Simply Elegant trim. Whoop, that's silver. I used the right color. And as you know, I'm not super good at bows, so I literally just squooshed and squoosh is an official crafting term. And you could tie a knot if you'd like, or you can just tape it on. I had to go hunt down the Scotch tape because my kids were wrapping presents last night. And we're going to put that right on the back. Actually, I'm going to put it on the right side so that it's out of the firework. On the right side with Scotch tape. Just the tape right on the back of the die cut piece so that holds our... And if you get any that you can see from the front, then we just trim it just a little bit. Okay. And I missed a little piece of my twine. Scotch tape's a hot commodity in my house right now. Crafting, wrapping, all the things. Okay, so now we have our gold trim on the back. We're going to put dimensionals on there. And we have to put dimensionals because this is pretty thick, so we don't want it to pop off our card. Oop. I have too many dimensionals on my finger, I think. And I'm leaning over my table because my chair is too far away. I got a new phone holder and I can't figure out, I had it on the side like my old one, but it is crooked if I do that. It turns sideways. So, I'm gonna suffer through this one, I think. All right, and then we'll just put that right on there. And we have a fun birthday card, a fun 4th of July, whatever the occasion might be, we can celebrate whatever that occasion is. Okay, then we're gonna make this celebrate card and we are gonna stamp some fireworks. And we're gonna start with, for my card club, sometimes I use a white base or a vanilla base or a black base so that anyone can make their cards at home so that it, whatever color they have will match. If I do a melon mambo base and they don't have melon mambo ink, then sometimes it's not, makes it not easy for everybody to be successful. So we want to make sure that everybody's cards turn out looking nice. So we've got the half sheet that's folded. And then for the words, I used the Just Wanted to Say dies, and I used these a few weeks ago, so we didn't have to stamp anything. So there's a die cut outline, and that's done out of the Starry Sky panel, and you can see my panel. If you cut it out of the middle, you can put the layer on the top, and no one will be the wiser that you didn't waste any paper. And then the white piece, the word celebrate, I actually put adhesive sheet on the back so that that's a sticker. We just peel that right out. And then we can peel from one side or the other. Take your pick tools. Also helpful for this one to get that backing off. And it just peels right off. Oop. I pulled too fast. All right, then the only thing we have left to do is poke out the middle of the letters that didn't come off. There we go. All right, so we're gonna celebrate, and these words, kind of the letters move around a little bit, and that's okay. We can adjust that when we get those onto the blue piece. All right, I've got stickies on my fingers. All right, so we're gonna start with the C. one end. Right. This is a super fun set. I didn't know if I would like it, and I had a request for it, so I thought, let's do it. All right, so we've got celebrate. We're ready to go. That's our main words. So let's stamp. And there's no rhyme or reason. It is just several of the fireworks randomly stamped. I think my girls used a lot of my ink the other night, so my blue ink is not as dark as I would like for it to be. Sorry about that. All right, so we've got our starry sky. And then for mine, I used Tahitian Tide, which is one of the new in color, or actually it's the 2022 in colors. All right, we have two of my kids are home. My high schoolers taking finals this week, and they just came in the door. And our middle son just finished his 2 weeks of finals in dental school, and so he and his wife are home as well. So we have a house kind of full of kids. Our last child, or our oldest, not our last, will be home the evening of December 22nd. So for Christmas, we will have a full house. This will be my last Facebook Live for the year, actually. I have, we will be out of, I almost did something bad there. We will be out of town next week, so I won't have a live. And then the next week we'll be celebrating Christmas with my family, so I won't be near my supplies. So for a few days we're gonna have no stamping at my house, and I'm gonna take some time and enjoy the holidays. All right, so we put the white panel onto the starry sky panel. There we go. And then we'll put that panel directly onto the white card. If you're watching, let me know. Are you done with your holiday shopping? Do you still have a lot to do? Are you a last minute shopper? What kind of shopper are you? Even if you're watching the replay. And I brought the wrong card base. All right, we're gonna make it work. This one's gonna be the whole card front. Just grabbed a base, and that was not the one that I really wanted. But we are well known around here for just winging it and doing what we need to do. So we're just gonna put dimensionals across the back just to hold it up. I did take one of the smallest ones and cut it in half so that the C, it doesn't show on the C when you have it, when you have the dimensional on the end, to make it tiny. And then we'll put the backs on. And just place that right across the front to celebrate. All right, next card is an old technique that some of you may have done before in the past, but I also had a request for this from one of my club people, and she had never done it before, and so we decided we were going to do this. So let me clean my ink pads really quick, because we're going to switch out some colors, or clean my stamps, not my ink pads. My ink pads are clean. All right, so for our third card, the triple time stamp, we've got several layers, and it looks difficult, and it is not. So we have all of our black and white layers, and again, that was so that my people who were not in person for club could be successful with whatever color ink they have at home. I'm gonna take all the white pieces, all three sizes. And we are going to put just a small amount, a tiny little amount, I don't know if you can see that, not very much, adhesive on the back of that piece. And we're going to center it. I'm going to put it right in the center of that piece. Then we're going to do the exact same thing with this piece. So we have 3 pieces, thus the triple time stamping title. All right, and we're going to stamp our fireworks. This one I use Sweet Sorbet, which is also one of the in colors that are, let's use this one. All right, so I just stamped my fireworks around, and you may notice that there is, let's see, a little bitty gap right along there, and that's okay, because then our black border around our piece will hide that. All right, so we have our Sweet Sorbet. Let's see. Let's go tempting turquoise. Oh, that's an old name. Tahitian Tide, and we'll do the same thing with that one. And again, you might have a little bit of gap along there, and that's okay. And these can overlap each other. I'm just gonna, we can always come back in and add some more. You can add as many as you want. There we go. And then the last one is kind of a parakeet party starburst look. And since that's smaller, I'm just going to fill in with those. All right, so we have those stamped. Then the last piece is I'm going to put the yay all around, and that's black ink, so we can go anywhere, and it will show. And if it goes off the page, that's okay as well. All the way around. Various places, different angles. All right, we have our yay. I'm going to put one right there because it looks like I have a little blank space. And, all right. Then, let me close my ink pad so I don't get my fingers in the ink. No. I'm going to put the edge of a turquoise right in this corner. There we go. All right. Now, like I said, let me close my ink pad so I'm not making a big mess. Because as you all know, that's what would happen to me. Then, I also used, again, I used the same banner from the Stylish Shapes, and I'm going to stamp Let's Celebrate one more time. Since I used the black ink for the yay, I want it to stand out, and I figured that everybody has a black ink pad. All right, close the black one because that's even more of a mess. Okay, then we are actually going to take these apart very carefully and use our black panels. So now we actually want the adhesive all the way around our black panel. Or white panel, sorry, to go on our black panel. And that fits right there. Now you'll see where the turquoise goes off the edge, that matches where the turquoise is right there. So you can actually see the layers where they went. So that turquoise is barely there, that turquoise piece is there, the green goes on. So we're just going to layer a little bit. Trying to center that a little bit more. I got it a little bit cockeyed. Then more layer. Sometimes you can put dimensionals on the back of these if you want to pop it up. I'm just going to do it flat today. And then you can see where the red shade, this sweet sorbet, goes on the layer. I'll do the next layer. And it's just building the layers from there with just a panel in between to separate. So if there is a gap, that's okay. And that it's about 1/4 of an inch, I guess, around the outside. And that's enough to cover any gap from when the other pieces were put together. Let me make sure I get this one in the right place. And that's why I tried to keep my yays all going sort of the same direction so I could tell where those went. And there you have it. You have all 3 of your panels together. Okay, and we put that on the black card base. Oop, wrong way. All right, so then it needed something. So we've got our Let's Celebrate, and I'm going to put that off to the side just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put that on dimensionals. And attach it. And then I'm going to tie a silver bow this time. I always like black and turquoise and silver together. So I'm just, again, I'm going to do the same thing, except this time I'm actually going to tie a bow. And since I'm so terrible at it, I'm going to make the loops and hold on to those. Then I'm going to take another small piece and tie around the center. Asked my son to help me with this the other day, and he tried to put his finger in the middle, and I said, no, 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 hold the loops. Hold the loops. All right, and I'm going to take a glue dot. Glue dots. All right. And push it down. My glue dots are not in here. So I'm just going to have my glue dot right on the end of that flag, and then my bow right in the center. And then this one has a congratulations on your big day on the inside, because when you have a dark card, you needed a white panel on the inside. All right, so we have our 3 cards from class today. We have Let's Celebrate with the big fireworks die and the words and the more dazzle paper. We have our triple times stamp, and we have our stamped fireworks with the word celebrate. If you're watching and you place a $50 order on my website between now and Sunday, which the Sunday date I believe is the 17th, if you place an order, a $50 order by Sunday, I will send you the cards, the card kits for these 3 cards, and you will receive a surprise embellishment in your packet. And I think it might be a package of rhinestones, so that you could add sparkle rhinestones on your fireworks to make those even more sparkly, because fireworks deserve sparkle. So anyway, thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate that you were here. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Like I said, if a $35 order, I will send you the card kits, but with a $50 order, I will send you the card kits and the package of embellishments. So thanks for watching. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. I hope that you have a great time with family, friends, and all of your favorite things. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Thanks.